Today we're finishing 1 Peter chapter 5. I just want to share with you one verse. And if you were in church Sunday, I shared this verse in my sermon, but I want to give you a little more depth. The verse simply says, "Cast your anxieties upon the Lord because He cares for you." Now, the word cast is not a word we use a lot in daily conversation. You don't hear someone say, "The quarterback cast the ball down the field." You don't say that. The only place I could really think of where the word might be used is when it comes to fishing. Now, let me give you this word in the Greek. The word cast is the Greek word epiripto. Epiripto. And it's in the aorist tense in verse 7. The reason that matters is because the aorist tense indicates action in the past that ends. It's not ongoing. So let me show you. I have a nice little swim bait. You see how it's jointed, so it swims really well. So let's cast the bait. Ready? Here we go. We cast. It'd be really something if I caught a fish in a swimming pool, would it not? Oh, I caught a leaf. Oh, I was going to show you how great it swims. But I caught a leaf. Yay! Now here's what happens with our anxiety. We hear a sermon like I preached on Sunday, cast your cares upon the Lord, your anxiety, and we do it. We give it to God. And so we say, okay, Pastor, I agree. I need to cast my anxiety on the Lord. But once we cast it on the Lord, what we often do is then we start reeling it back. We reel it back and we reel it. Someone's got to worry about it. If I don't worry about it, who's going to worry about it? And we keep reeling it back. So if the word epiripto is completed action, can I show you the best way to interpret this verse? You take your burdens, your struggles, your worries, your concerns, you cast it on the Lord because He cares for you. God loves you. Epiripto, what it means? You cast it on the Lord and you cut the line. You cut the line and you leave it with the Lord. So that's what I'd like you to do right now. I preached on this yesterday, and maybe it's Monday morning and you've already picked that burden up. You're already worried about it again. Remember, cast it on the Lord, epiripto, and then cut the line. Leave it with God. He's the only one that could really do anything about it anyway. Why don't you give it to God and have a good night's sleep for a change? If you give it to the Lord and leave it there, He'll give you the peace that you're looking for. Hope you have a wonderful day. And anytime you forget and try to reel it in, you just remember this illustration at the swimming pool. Cut the line and leave it with the Lord.